Hi, I'm Grayzy, and this is Northern Limits Bushcraft and Survival. I'm in my full mandrake kit, so that only means one thing. I'm out on the ground for an overnighter. Stick around and keep watching. And here I am in the Northumberland Hills. And it's absolutely beautiful out. Back end of November. Got a load of weight on my back. And I'm in a bit of a rush today because by the time I've got up here, it's a fight against the light. I need to do about a 4k insertion uphill to get where I want to go. So let's get to it. First obstacle is to go over, so I'll go through. Not with weight on my back. There's a funny look. Block, which is there, is where I'm heading. I just gotta get around this beast. Woo! I love it up here! Amazing! Oh, it's great being away from absolutely everybody. This is social distancing at its best. Yeah. This is the wood block. As you can see, it's quite got marshy quite here. Let's battle through it. Get this camp. There it is, the entrance to the Blair Witch's lair. My arch nemesis, my fabled foe. Let's go kick our bitches out, shall we? Although I've been here many times before, it's still always really eerie every time I come down here. It's just so dark. Blair Witch! There I am. Nice little clearing. Right, let's get a tarp up and then I'll start doing some bushcraft. Right, to secure this, I'll use a trucker's hitch. So I'm going to put a loop in. Lift it up. Back on itself. And what will then happen, I'll feed this through. And then pull harder than I need. And then put a quick release into it myself. Just for shits and giggles, let's stick a toggle in. There's a quick release as well. And then that can just stay up there off the ground, absorb any moisture. And there's my guy line. I've secured that in there, as I mentioned, with a marlin hitch spike. My now go-to for my guy line, courtesy of Sean Kelly from Corpus Corner. Cheers, big lad. What we did get told that we had to do when I was in my instructor's course is you need to make a lot of pegs when you're doing it. So I need to do some pegging, not that kind of pegging, you dirty batch. Got quite a low profile in it. Well, got my fire going. I've lost way too much light. I'm not going to be able to do my test in the morning just because I don't have the light for it. So I'll have to do it then. I'm going to have to eat as well, but because I don't have enough light, I'm just going to have to take some photos of what I was actually doing when I actually ate. I am looking forward to it, to be fair. I'll get this fire going, and if I've got enough light off it, I'll have a chat later. Good morning, everybody. It's quite early. Unfortunately, I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve yesterday. It was quite a disastrous battle against the light yesterday, and I lost. So I managed to hold out. I just had a snack last night, and I've held out on what I was actually going to eat, so I can do it today. And then I'm going to do my hard case line test
for everybody, but it's a bit nippy and I really don't want to get out my fart sack. So I'm going to lie here for a bit longer and then contemplate my life's choices and then get up. I need coffee.
Fire is well and truly out. Best resort to gas. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Fatrope. This is the mighty version, so this is the larger one of the three. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the end off. It'll burn for about 2.5 minutes per millimetre, so I'm going to give it a couple of chops and then put them on top of the pine disc. And what's good about this is it's waterproof as well with it being soaked in wax. All I've done there is just remove the smalls, and as you can see it's still going. And still going very well. Next what we're going to do is the tape rolls. As you can see, what I've done is I've put them into a triangle, and the waterproof with them being plastic based. Now what I suggest you do is, if you want to test them, is dump them in water and then set them on fire. This one requires a lighter, so what we'll do is we'll light one corner. And then let that establish. In a triangle, what will happen is once it's all engulfed in itself, the heat will become central in the centre above the actual triangle. This is where the hottest part of the actual flame will be, so that's where you start putting your wet smalls on, or dry ones depending what you're using. You can also use the pine disc as well, just to give it an extra base layer. All I've done there is the Maya dust tin. After I've used it on the fire, I've put some Fatrope in there, and then I've set the Fatrope on fire. Now what this allows to do is just it allows to contain that ember, a small flame, to either just keep your hands warm, or if you need a small light as well. Yeah, the more you put in there, the more it'll last. I have the char tin. It's been used already to make char.
I just keep some combustibles in here, some Krampus that I found, some pine resin, here's some more pine resin, and then the rest of this is char that I've made which can take a spark. There is the Fatrope golf tee, and that's just to use in conjunction with some of your other materials. Once the fire's starting to establish, you can throw that in there just to give that a bit of an extra boost. It is exactly the same as the pine disc, so you can just build stuff around that just to help the fire get going. So once it's combust with all that infused resin, it will then give a bit more heat out and it'll give a bit more flame. So that's being used in conjunction with either the jute, the Fatrope, the Maya dust. Next we have got the magnifying glass that comes with it as well, ×6 magnification. This is to be used in conjunction with your char tin. It's the middle of November at the minute, so I've got no sunlight at all. However, it does come with it. Principle of, we've all done it as kids when we held it, concentrated the light beam and started burning ants. Well, some of it did anyway. And then you can use that either on some char cloth or some char that you've made to be able to get an ember going to do some primitive fire lighting. Again, another flash tinder that you can use in conjunction with the other materials. And there we have it. The Northern Limits Bushcraft and Survival Hardcase line. I think it's time for a brew. So this is what I was going to make last night, bannock burgers. I'm going to do that now, just because now it's daylight and I'm not going to run out of it anytime soon. Let's get to it, shall we? So, how we're going to make this culinary delight is everything gets put into the bag of mince. One more for good measure. Let's get that chilli in there. Got a bird-eye chilli. Well, I've got two actually, which I'm going to put in.
clove of garlic. No vampires for me. Seal the bag up, and then we'll just smush it all in. Smoosh, 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 smoosh. And just work it all in there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you like that, don't you? I know Matt Forbes has been looking forward to us watching this. And my subscribers. A lad I was on the Bushcraft instructor's course with as well. Okay, so now this is going to go in the pan. Right, I'm not going to make the bannock. I've not brought the actual pan with us today. What I'm doing is I'm using the lid from my mess tin. So I thought I'd just give myself, I've never used it before, so why not? Right, all I'm now going to do, oil. That actually happened to freeze overnight. It's absolutely freezing here. Add me water to the bannock mixture. All I've got in here is bread flour, baking powder, bit of salt and pepper, and that's it. Got some heat going, melting that oil. And then it's all about smushy motion, guys. Smoosh it all together. Smoosh, 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 smoosh. It's like squeezing a very squishy thing. I'll let you use your own imaginations, you dirty buggers. Yeah, make sure you get right in the corners there, knead them all up, get kneaded, make sure everything is done, and we have a bannock bread in the making. Oh, I'm going to get nasty on this one when it's ready. A bit more oil in there. Get that skizzling. It's that cold. The olive oil, which has got rosemary and garlic in it, has actually frozen. It's a first for Northern Limits of Bushcraft and Survival mess tin bannock bread. Now it's time to add the coup de grace. Oh god, yeah. Nasty is not the word that I'm going to get on this. Stand back, all about the smushing. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I am looking forward to this. I'm going to have to get Tony Warner up here and get him on one of these. I'm going to do some mushrooms as well. I know I'm out in Wales, but it's not them kind of mushrooms. Have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Grayzy Burger. Bannock bread, burger, and mushrooms. Behold, I'm going to get nasty on this. It smells amazing, especially with the rosemary and the garlic and chilli I've got in here. It's amazing. Oh, I think it's genuinely probably better things I've actually made out in the field. It's like a flavour explosion. It's like a meat party going on in my mouth right now. Take that as you will. Right, I'm sure you don't want to see me devour this, but look at it though. Catch you in a minute. In the bushcraft world, we call this Bushcraft Gold. I found a down tree before, so I harvested part of the dead root, and inside I found a massive length of fat wood. So I'm going to take this home and process it. Winner! I've done 24 hours out and I've had an outstanding time. It's been really good. I've really enjoyed myself. I lost the battle with light yesterday, so I couldn't achieve what I wanted to do yesterday. I hit the hills, got some scenic footage and some photos, and then I found the little camp. It's been really, really good. I set the camp up for the night, got a good 10 hours sleep last night, and I feel really, really refreshed. I had a brew this morning, and then I've made me food, what I was meant to make last night, but I've made it because I've got light today, the Grayzy Burger. If any of you want the recipe, get hold of us on YouTube or Instagram. I've also managed to test out my Hardcase fire starter line. I've only just released that. All the stuff in there I've made myself, or I've sourced it from other places. If you want to look at how I made stuff, check my other videos out on YouTube channels. It's the Alternative Fire Starter series. Managed to get that done. If any of you are interested in one of them, again, give us a shout, Instagram or Facebook. What I would like to do as well, I would like to set Alex Franklin from Colo Craft a challenge. I would like you to do the 1 stick challenge. So get a stick of your choice, process it down, and then make a brew. A brew of your choice, of course, big lad. And then if you want to set me a challenge afterwards, by all means, please do. I will always accept a good challenge, as long as it's realistic. If any else of you have got a challenge for us, again, put it in the comments below, and then I'll accept it. Check out my other videos, like, share, subscribe, and like me social media content as well. The more you show me you want us to do this kind of stuff, the more I'm going to try and get out and do it. I've had an outstanding time. Do something every single day. Achieve yourself a goal. It doesn't have to be a big goal, but as long as you are achieving something. Don't sit around whilst we're in lockdown and mope and do nothing. Okay? Even if it's a bit of fitness, get your dopamine hit, get outdoors and have a good time, but stay safe. Let's go home. Good thing about hitting the hills is what goes up must come down. That's me back in the car. I made it. Decided to run down the hill. I'm a bit sweaty now, but I've enjoyed myself. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm Grayzy. This is Northern Limits Bushcraft and Survival, and I will see you next time.